Blessed to be born, mama, I confess I'm a bad, bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Chiefs are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Browns, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Yardage on this one, back to the 13. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down for a loss loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his own goal line, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the D looking like they may blitz. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run. This is Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and it's 3rd down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing is Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Here we go
Here's Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Let's go.
Now Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run again with Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's got some space here. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And he missed it. It's no good. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty footwork at the 45. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Stafford here. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done, because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. To throw on third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 28. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 30. Detroit.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play clock winding down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On third down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Caught right side, Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
Now a first down throw. Stafford to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now it's Stafford. Pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Mahomes now on 1st down. On target over the middle of the hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Stafford on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went, That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Big 20. Set. 180. Set. Ready.
To throw is Stafford. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City.
Watch it now, Marty. Marty. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green 39. Watch it now, boy. Gun. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even. Nice.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Here we go. Blue landing.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. 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 Back down, Philly. Here we go.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
See it now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past. The 30.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit! Detroit!
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. on second down. Here's Stafford. Uncorks one for Davis. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Stafford, throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Browns on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Now let's go. Watch it now. Behind now. Look at 56.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. In motion, Hill.
Watch him now, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit. Gone. Detroit.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final try for Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
Skateboard.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci, but don't you be